Jackie, Fred.
Good morning.
Did you guys get to read your stuff in the book?
Got to read a little bit of it, yeah.
What did you think?
Jury's still out.
Jury's still out?
Definitely jury's still out. I'm still into the OCD chapter right now.
I see.
No, it's great. My jury's out on how pissed off to be or how much to laugh.
Yeah, I want to read Jackie's and I want to compare it with Robin's.
Yeah, I want to read Fred's and compare it.
Yeah, right.
I feel like Rabin the day after the assassination.
You were definitely good cop, bad cop. He's a nice guy.
Well, I told all your.
He's a nice
with you,
guy.
I told all your bad stories, and then I told how great you were.
I thought you were very nice to Jackie.
Well,
Yeah, you know what? Judith Regan, my editor, thought I was too nice to everybody, and especially
I
Robin.
thought you were horrible to me.
Oh, you can't be serious. You can't be serious.
I was
told I wrote a love letter to you.
I know that face.
Well, I'd hate to see when people you don't like.
Oh, really? You didn't like it? Oh, so you did read my
A bunch of
book.
people told me
I
they
only
thought
read
you were
that
too
part.
easy.
I read about me, Jackie, and Fred.
I see. And you thought I was nice to Jackie?
I felt sorry for me and Fred.
Oh, really? And you thought Fred was
Thank
bad?
you.
Fred,
I
you thought you
felt
were bad?
sorry.
I
for
thought
me
I
and
was.
Fred.
I'm humiliated.
Oh, really?
Fred and I will go cry
Because I had a gay relationship with you?
No,
right.
that's obviously.
That was the one lovely thing you
That's the
said.
one nice part about it. At least
It
there was
all
love.
a lie.
I didn't write you were super talented and my friend?
I didn't.
It
read
was
that.
sort of lost and everything
Yeah.
else. I agree with you, Fred.
Yeah, but I don't agree with
It
yours.
wasn't real clear.
In fact, a guy from New York Magazine interviewed me yesterday, and he said, so why were you so easy on Robin? Why do you... What? I said, well, I feel that way about Robin. I really, she's my partner on the air, and I feel really good about her. Fred, you didn't think I was rough on Robin, did you?
I haven't read the entire thing, but there have been parts that I saw that were a little bit...
I said, well, why I don't feel badly about Robin? Why would I write badly of her?
Well, it was more that you didn't write the truth.
What? Oh, really? What is the truth? What do you mean? I don't even
looking.
Keep looking. I'm trying to find the truth. I'm guessing.
Keep looking.
Is that right? What did you think I got wrong?
Well, there was one thing, like you were talking about first of all, you never faked any illnesses to get away from me.
Oh, I did.
Don't even lie.
No, that's true.
What illness did you fake?
True. I used to come in and say I was sick. When we were at NBC, I even told you that in your interview with me. You didn't put it in.
You lie.
I used to always fake stuff to get by you.
Sure. Like what?
You know when Robin was real mentally ill? Like
I suppose you didn't hurt your leg the day we were fired.
No, not that far. No, that was real.
And you didn't have a hole in your butt.
No,
and you
I had all
didn't
that.
have constant throat problems. It was all my fault.
No, whenever you would get really weird, I would just go up to you and I would say, I figured out a way to handle you. No, I don't think this is a bad thing to say.
Yeah.
I said, whenever you would get really weird, in fact, my wife knows this, I'd say, you know what, I'm going to go in and just tell Robin I'm sick. And then she'll mellow out. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, it would work.
Sure.
Okay. Ask her. All right. Ask Allison. I know how to play you.
Fine.
You think that's insulting?
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true.
Well, you can't argue with me that it's true. I know it is true.
I know it's not true.
Oh.
You were sick almost every other day because you were sick.
No, I was sick many times, but many times I would fake it.
Many times. Howard, you were an ill man.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Ill.
But that's not a bad thing about you. That's saying something about me. But go ahead.
But that's a lie, and it makes me look bad because you had to feign illness because I was so out of my mind.
You were out of your mind. And anyway, I got through it.
Out of my mind with you.
Anyway, I got through it is my business.
Sure. That's one thing.
Go ahead, next.
The next thing is, let me think.
That's a silly thing.
There were you combined two conversations into one argument that happened years apart.
Which one was that?
The one where you say something about the argument at K-Rock. You took a conversation that you had with me years before I went into therapy, and you combined it with that.
I'm not sure. Do you know what she's talking about?
I wish I had read
I haven't read the chapter.
Well, you should go read my book. Thank you.
We can follow along.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean.
You talk about this argument where we wound up crying.
Yeah, you talked about it in your book.
But you have two different conversations there. You're saying things that you said to me years ago before I went in, and then you say that Jackie is the reason I don't argue with you anymore.
Yeah, that's my theory.
Which is totally ridiculous because Jackie didn't work with us.
That's one of my theories. No, not the reason you don't argue with me. I think he cheers you up a lot. I don't say that he I think he's one of the factors that helps you lighten up.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, fine.
That's a bad thing to say. That I think that you and Jackie are good for each other.
Jackie doesn't do anything for me.
You're wrong. I see it.
I know. You say that in the book. She won't say, but I know me.
I know you.
I know me. You don't.
I told you disagree.
And finally, you base all your premises on that talk about the birthday gift.
Yes.
That was a made-up conversation.
What do you mean?
Because I decided to create that to see if something could happen.
So what do you want from me?
And so it is based on no truth at all.
Okay. Well, it's happened to me. I had a conversation with you.
Yes, but I was checking to see if I could really have a conversation with you about something for real. And I decided to use that to see how far we could go with our relationship. And there wasn't anywhere we could go with it. So I had to bail out of that. And it became a big fiasco. It became a big mess, but it was not a real conversation.
Ooh.
Oh. I didn't know that wasn't real.
You're in this yourself.
I know. And well, all of the things you've said, I don't think are bad things.
I get
I didn't
sick
say
right now
you
if I were
didn't
you.
think.
Right.
You don't think. You never think anything's a bad thing.
No.
I know from writing a book that most people will never like what you write about them, and you're in that same boat.
Exactly. I didn't like what you wrote about me, so we're even. It's okay.
Time to get another hole in your butt.
And Fred, I don't care if you don't like what I wrote about you.
I know that. Never did, never will.
I didn't know who to feel worse for, me or Fred.
You can feel worse for Fred.
Yeah.
I did feel awfully. I said,
And you
wow,
thought what he said
that's
about me
pretty sad.
was totally complimentary?
Yes, because it was true.
And that was accurate.
Yeah.
The one person you got right.
That's right.
That's right. Holy Jesus.
Well, Fred, whatever I said, you deserved.
Okay. You say so.
I actually wrote. I
I'll
thought I
give
wrote.
you a hug
say
later
so.
on.
Many
We'll
people
hug
told me
each
they
other.
thought that yours was very nice.
Howard, whatever I did to you in the entire time I've known you,
You
to
can't
get you
be
this
serious.
angry at me and to
Wrong.
Well,
get
the two of
venomous,
us.
I apologize.
He
I have to read
dislikes
Fred's
us
now.
greatly.
I don't know what the
This
hell I
guy-
did to you.
He would take a bullet for you. So if you,
And that's what I wrote.
if you
I don't
gave
know
him
what the hell
crap,
I did
I
to
said
you.
Fred and I are a relationship like I'm his dog, he's my dog. How much more can you say?
That
I said
No, you're his man. He's your dog.
no.
Yeah.
I said like
What you said.
yeah.
well, you are my dog.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? You're loyal to me. That's
The
what I
book
said.
should be called Pure Evil.
Yeah, how to piss off your friends is what the book should be called.
you know, after I read what
But
you
I
wrote
kinda
about me,
couldn't predict
I didn't
this.
read theirs because I was so sure you had written such nice stuff about the two of them that it would make me crazier.
now you're
Now I got a
now
headache. They're trying
What
to
made
decide.
us crazy was he wrote
Jackie,
nice stuff
after you
about
read mine,
you.
you'll
now
feel so much
you're
better
my
about
best
yourself.
friend.
Now I have a headache trying to decide which one of those I got to run out and read when we're on break. Jesus Christ.
You got a portion.
You know, everybody who I wrote about complained that I was too nice to everybody else and that I wasn't nice to them. Gary said I was most vicious to him.
Oh, he that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I couldn't read Gary's.
Gary,
It
because
was so bad.
Because Gary put his pictures, he placed his own pictures, and I said to Gary, did you read what I wrote? And he said, yeah, I thought it was funny.
You have a weird.
Yeah.
You're sort of a weird move.
Yeah.
You gave me an earlier version of it.
Yes.
So you know the part where there's a part towards the end of it where you hammer me for like 12 pages, and then
Yes.
you say all this nice stuff about me.
Yes.
And I was like, it was like a whole paragraph.
Yeah.
And I read it to my wife, and she
Well,
goes, "What?"
because that's more or less your on-air persona, but then I told that you are a
Right, but
good
I-
friend and a hardworking producer.
Right, but you wrote like a whole paragraph. I mean, I
Right.
probably still have it at home.
Yeah.
And then when the book came out,
They cut it out.
One sentence.
I know. Well, that's my editor. She said I was too nice to you.
Gary's.
She cut out my.
Well, that's what happens. The one nice, the nice stuff he says is like so minute, and then all this other stuff is blown up.
Howard, just
It's like you wave goodbye with a smile.
Right,
It's
yeah,
like
it's
drops
like
the Hiroshima
kicking
bomb.
you and then rubbing it.
Yeah, Howard, there's like probably 18 pages in the book devoted to me with a picture on every page, none of them flattering,
Yes,
except
right.
for the one of me and my family.
Right.
And then all it was a paragraph, and she cut it down to a sentence.
Yeah. Well, she ran out of room.
Please. She's a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's real nice.
Well, that's it. It's in print.
Yeah, I was like, thank goodness you didn't show it to us before.
That's right. Why would I show it to you? Who wants to get hassled? Listen, I knew this was going to happen. And Robin, you knew this was going to happen.
Oh, I know something now.
Yeah, be quiet. I'm not even going to listen to you. That was the most ridiculous appraisal of what I wrote about you.
You lied.
Yeah.
You lied.
Yeah. Well, if I lied, I did it for you.
Fred and I will comfort each
you
other.
stay out of this.
in the break.
You have nothing to complain about.
Oh,
Please.
you are disgusting.
Excuse me.
He stomped on his face.
You stomped on my face
Didn't
jogging.
know that.
Well,
Well, you didn't know that either.
Even around threatened him then.
And you didn't know that I was feigning illness.
Yes, right, sure.
Keep dreaming.
I think it's kind of.
You're the only one who is telling the truth.
I wish you could have feigned some illnesses. You were so sick. I saved your life. Why don't you say that?
How did you save my life?
Who was the one who told you have to get off antibiotics?
My doctor. And my mother.
I said it to you first. Yeah, I know. You never remember because you were feigning illnesses while I told you right in Washington, D.C.
Oh, boy.
I think you kind of talk about a mental illness in the past.
I know.
That's Jackie cheering me up. Yes, he really helps me and takes the fuse out of everything.
How do you
just
sit
like
with the
you
stick
said.
in there? Relax.
I see the two of you in. No, Robert's entitled to her opinion.
No, I'm just surprised that I didn't think that it was going to create this much dissension among this whole group.
I knew it would. I know everyone on the show.
That's what he loves to do.
Everyone's mad at you now.
I love this. Who cares? I got to sell books. Never mind mad. Got my own pressures. Woof, woof, Fred.
Should I roll over now?
Really?
Excuse me, I'm licking my ass.
I'm his dog, you're my dog. That's not what you wrote. Don't change it now.
Either that or it was bad editing.
Come on, help me out with Fred. What is it?
I just like to thank you for the kind words.
Yeah, I was real kind to you. Thank you. Ralph.
You were.
Of course. Yeah. So I said you're stupid.
Oh.
So I said that you're good at just hanging out in a room for hours looking at a wall.
I'm a little dopey sometimes.
That's all.
Would it be unfair to tell Jackie that actually, his section went through some rewrites and it's much kinder?
Oh, absolutely.
Much kinder than it was.
I rewrote lots of different things.
Jackie,
I like to craft everything perfectly. I'm the master author.
I don't know how you turned Jackie into a genius, but you did.
Yeah, give him some credit. You know how abused he feels.
Turned me into a genius.
Yeah.
They did say you were a genius a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tried, man.
He sprinkled it in.
Try to make you
he
feel
didn't
good.
even see that. You
read it
see,
again.
you went bent over backwards trying to kiss
Of
his
course not.
butt, and he can't even see it.
I said to Gary when I wrote this thing, I said, "Oh, Jackie will just see the negative." You could say Jackie as a genius. I even said Fred was a genius.
Same page, you said, I'm downtrodden and I'm so sad. And in the next paragraph, it's like, well, Jackie doesn't have a worry in the world. He doesn't care about anything.
Right. I feel. You know what? I have many different feelings about you. I happen to like you a lot, but you don't reciprocate.
All I know is that any pitiful compliment you eked out from me or Fred got lost in the sea of complaints.
Yeah. Talk about yourself. You don't have to be Fred's defender.
I felt this for him.
Yeah.
I said, Jesus. I mean, as bad as it is for me, good Lord, look what he did to Fred.
As bad as it is for me.
You're in love with Fred, isn't she?
Yeah.
Good Lord, look what he did to Fred.
I love Robin, and I'm sure her chapter is just
Thanks, Robin. Thank you.
But that's weird. Did you laugh at all those pictures of me?
No,
You didn't?
I didn't.
Feels bad for you the most.
Do you? I'm telling you, by the time I got to you, I was beaten up so much by the text, I couldn't even read your part.
Robin's eyes were puffy.
She'll get over it. She's strong now. All right, everyone. We're going to take a break.
Yeah, you should have just made stuff up like her.
Yeah. You're not kidding.
Sure.
I could have challenged about everything in that book.
Fine. I don't
didn't
care.
No,
the point is,
you're too sensitive.
you could challenge it with your lies.
Yes. People know who tells the truth.
Oh, yeah, right. I would like to talk to those people.
I think they're in this building.
Yeah.
Do you? All right, Jackie, all of a sudden you're going to agree that Howard tells the truth about something?
Well, he wrote a good
I just said that people that tell the truth aren't in this building.
No, Jackie doesn't think I wrote a good chapter about him, Fred. He's like, see, I think I wrote a nice thing about
I said
everyone.
that I would like to read the other guy's chapter so I can compare. That's
He's got to have some
I
kind of thing to compare it to.
Gee, Jackie.
I went right to.
Gee, I thought Jackie was going to come in and thank me. I thought Robin would thank me and Fred would thank me. Oh. Yeah.
I went right to Jackie because I thought you were going to be rough on him, and I thought you were pretty nice.
Yeah, I should have been rougher on him.
You
You're right.
said some nice things.
Of course. But he's a dick, and he doesn't realize.
see that. He's got to
have. In other words, he's got to have his ass lathered.
But wait a
He's
minute.
got a huge picture
It
of
wasn't
Nancy
that he
in there.
didn't
Yeah.
say.
It says F Jackie in at least a dozen places.
yeah.
But the point is, he goes back to compliment again and again and again. He might have thrown it. Oh, Fred's all right. After saying, I'm going to keep him because God knows, he did pull my records.
Thanks.
Geez.
And he is man's best friend.
Ooh.
Real nice. I feel real good this morning.
I gotta read it.
Are you okay?
Yes.
All right, well, let's take a break. And
just giving
let's
dirty
take a
looks, so I
break.
couldn't-
No dirty look. Not meant to anybody. We'll take a break, and we'll be back right after these
You
words.
put it in print.
Whatever. We'll be back right after these words. So, what was I going to tell you? There was something really weird that happened. I don't remember because all this book stuff's got me nuts. But so yesterday I'm home. So here's the deal on the book. It broke a record.
I would hope.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is the fastest selling book in one day in the history of publishing.
I thought, I was thinking about that yesterday. Whoa.
Well, and that beats. Who was the previous record holder? There's a piece of trivia for you. You should be able to get this.
Was it recent?
Yeah, fairly recent, within the last 3 years, I'd say.
It was you.
No, it wasn't
No.
me. No, I was the fastest selling book in history. Not the first day though.
The Oprah cookbook?
Nope, not the Oprah cookbook.
What could it have been? I'm trying to think.
I think it was Jackie's ass put me over the top. Hey, I knew it was me. Genius.
My ass sells books.
Well, Jackie gets credit for everything. You know how tough it is for Jackie.
It is tough for Jackie. You know how tough it is for Jackie, too.
For once, he understood someone, and
I
it had
tried.
to be Jackie.
Nobody else has the problems Jackie has. Jackie's the most mentally ill on the show, and he can think it's you, but it's not. It's Jackie.
Well, Fred is the most normal. That's one nice thing you did say about
Oh, thank you. Oh, gee, Fred. Thank you.
but it's all the other stuff.
Well, you got to take the good with the
I
bad.
don't know if being the most normal in this pack is the highest of compliments.
Listen, Fred, you got to take the good with the bad. Robin, you got to take the good with the bad. And Jackie, you got to take the good
I
with the
wish I
bad.
could have found some good.
Very little.
Oh, stop it.
99% bad.
Let's see if we can find some good. Give me a copy of my book. Does anybody have a copy of my book? Or have they all been burned?
I think I burned mine.
And that's right. Okay. Well, whatever I said in the book,
You meant.
I
I'm
meant.
sure.
I meant. I did mean it. Here's a copy of my book. Let's see if we can find anything good on First Robin. And then we'll work our way down.
I'm your best friend. I hate to hear how you talk about it.
So now you're remembering some good things.
No, but the things you say about me. I'm just a pain. You had to feign illness.
You were a pain. I told you you're a pain.
Right.
You're not a pain anymore, although today you are.
I know. I said, you know what? I might as well go in there and just keep my mouth shut because anything I say.
I
is
love
okay.
Robin. There's absolutely no better partner, friend in the world. It's a mind meld. We don't need to look at each other or plan. It just happens.
I can't because I'll have to.
Just
feign
excuse me. Excuse me, honey.
Oh, boy.
Honey. You're getting under my skin, okay?
illness. See? That's exactly what he writes in the book.
You're getting
I
under
love
my
her,
skin.
but she gets under my skin.
Baby.
Baby. Let's see if we can find anything else nice. Maybe there's just nothing else in here. Oh, gee, let's see.
Well, you're looking, aren't you?
Oh, I'm really straining.
Well, where is it?
What you
Oh,
just read was
I-
so nice, though.
Of course
you don't
it's
see
nice.
what's around it. He takes it out of context.
Robin
That
is.
was all he
Let's
said.
see if we can find
Everything's
something
fine.
else. Robin is one of my closest friends and one of the few people in the entire universe who understands me. Remarkably, there's never been anyone in my entire life more supportive of me or more loyal to the show.
Yes, and I can't understand how
If
I
anyone
was so
tries-
horrible since
if
I
anyone-
was doing that.
Be quiet. If anyone tries to attack me, Robin reacts like a rabid dog.
Oh, not anymore.
She hops on them and bites their effing ear off. When I've been depressed, she magically lifted me out of it. Who's talking like a loved one now? Who's talking like a loved one now? God, maybe I'm the one who's in love with her. Maybe I do have emotions. Yes.
Right, yeah, but what about? She made me so crazy. She was a pain in my ass.
You
I had
were.
to feign illness.
Yeah, you were mental. I had to put up with you.
Right.
And I'm a damn good guy for it.
Sure.
You're damn
All I
right.
had to ever do, I had to fight for her. And then she all over me.
Yeah, that's what you did.
Right.
That's what you wrote about in your book.
Okay.
Go read your own book.
All right.
I'm repeating her history, and she's
You are writing about
right, Jackie.
you. All I
Right,
know
my
is that
buddy?
I wind up
From what you've read so far, I don't understand.
a
Yeah, of
bitch
course not.
on wheels. That thank God.
Robin makes me feel funny. A lot of people don't like Robin's laugh, but I know it's truly genuine. If you heard Robin in a room alone with me, she'd laugh just as much. Her laugh is a great tonic for me. Sometimes she laughs at things I don't realize are funny, and that keeps me going on a topic. If she doesn't laugh, I might lose confidence
That's
and
nice.
go on to something. Oh, yeah. A
All
lot
I do
of
is laugh.
Just be quiet.
Wait,
you sound
don't
absurd.
tell me that I couldn't read
That's
my
what I
chapter
do.
and find something nice in it.
That's what
that
I
was
do.
totally nice what it
yeah,
just said.
right. Well, you're not insulted by that.
But
I
that
am.
didn't say all you can do is laugh. He just said he enjoyed you.
this is one-
That's how he describes what I do.
Oh, just shut up, Robin. You sound ridiculous.
Right.
I know. I always sound
You
ridiculous.
sound
That's
ridiculous.
exactly what you say in the chapter.
I devoted a paragraph to Robin's laugh.
But that's the paragraph on what I do.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Good.
Yeah.
Fine. You know what? It really doesn't bother me because
Robin
you know,
contributes
quite
to the show.
frankly-
Listen to the.
quite
Listen to how
frankly, if I
idiotic
wasn't
this sounds.
cured, I wouldn't be having this conversation.
Robin's
with you.
contribution to the show in ways. Robin contributes to the show in ways people can't see. She's an integral part of our brainstorming sessions. And when we have a guest on, Robin, who has a feed that goes right into my headphones, might surreptitiously whisper, "Why don't you ask them if they ever effed a donkey?" But there's a reason that Robin sits in a separate studio. Robin represents the audience to me, so I want her response to be fresh, and I want it on the air. She's the only person who's allowed to talk freely on the show.
Right. Okay. Thank you
Jackie
for
or
allowing
Fred?
me.
Yeah. That's right.
Massa Howard.
That's right.
That's not how the show came to be. You allowed me to do it.
Of course.
I wouldn't be working here.
They wanted
if
you to
this
be a
wasn't
newswoman.
The premise of what I do. All right.
Okay. I didn't allow it.
No, you didn't allow it.
I see.
It was created. It was what happened as we came together. But
But
now
I
you
can't find the
allow
good
me
in
to
my
speak.
chapter.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm glad to be allowed to do something.
You're right. It's a horrible thing I wrote
It
about
is.
you. Well, you'll just have to get
really
over it.
take offense.
You'll have to get over it.
I know I'll have to get
That's
over
it. You'll have to live with it.
because you're going to allow me to.
Yes. No, I'm not allowing you. I'm commanding you to.
Well, that's what you did yesterday.
That's right.
You commanded me to do my job the way you wanted me to do it.
That's right.
So now you're really taking over and cracking the whip. You're allowing me to do this.
Let's move on to
and
Fred, since I was so mean to Robin.
You're going to command me to get over it.
I then say Robin is cured. And I say the new Robin is a lot of fun and the greatest and most generous radio partner in the world. It's a horrible thing. Another slam. Fred Norris. To hell with all of you. I am not going to defend my work. My work is my work, and you can say or think whatever you want. And Fred, you can think whatever you want.
I put away your records on Amazon.
That's right. And you can write. And you know something? I love you for it.
There you go.
That's all.
I always thought I was more than that, but
No, that's what you are. That's all I wrote about you.
I know. That and all my quirks.
Well, the quirks I can't hide, Fred.
The quirks,
The
yeah.
quirks are there, and I've announced them on the air for years.
But I think they have been
You're
exaggerated.
as quirky as they go.
Not nearly
What
as-
was exaggerated?
Not
Name one
nearly-
quirk that I exaggerated.
Not nearly as quirky as yourself.
Robin did a very good job of telling me what she didn't like. Tell me what you felt I exaggerated in your quirks.
You want to know something?
Get the book.
I was so shocked.
Yes.
It was numbing to me.
Oh, was that right? It was numbing to you?
Numbing to me.
Well,
And I
Jay.
know- and I know you're making fun of that, and that's fine.
Well, tell me.
I understand what he's saying. I know exactly how
was
he
numbing to
feels.
me. It was-
What is the quirk
it was-
that? What is the quirk?
It was-
What is the quirk that you object to that you think I'm exaggerating?
What do I think that you
Yes.
said?
What was I exaggerating?
It's not so
Excuse
much
me, Robin. I'm not
words.
talking to you.
No, he's
All
not
right,
talking.
you're not
He,
talking.
when I was addressing you, he
I'm
didn't
not being
talk
allowed
about
to
you.
speak.
But I will say-
No,
I'm
now
being
you are.
allowed to
Now your microphone is not being allowed to be used.
You can talk about
I'm talking
the
to
quirks
Fred.
all you want, but I'll tell you one
I'm
thing.
allowing you to have free
Okay.
reign right now.
Okay, I'll tell you the thing that really bothered me the
Yes.
most. I think that my contributions to the program were
Again.
really, really minimalized.
Oh,
really do.
really?
I do.
Oh, you do.
Okay, it's like you're
You
getting,
think
you're getting defensive and you
did I write about how great the voices are that you do? Did I write you were a great writer?
Not really.
Oh, not really.
Not really,
Oh,
no.
I see. Well, let's
So you
see.
get- so you get angry.
okay, so now so that was minimal. Now tell me about the quirks that you don't like.
Okay.
I see. I wrote that Fred is a guy who does incredible voices. When I met him, he did incredible
Yeah,
impersonations.
but it didn't come off that way. It
Well,
really
to
didn't.
you
really
it
didn't sound
Excuse
that
me,
way.
Robin. I didn't ask your opinion.
I agree
I didn't
with
ask your
Fred.
opinion.
I
This is
agree
not a
with
book
Fred.
review section.
This is the book notes
Right.
section.
This is.
You know what it is? It's like you're asking, but
This
you
is
don't-
not review.
Table
You,
discussion.
I asked for your review of you, and it's not a round table
I
discussion.
also take offense to the
I'm
fact-
never writing another
I
book.
also take offense that you call me a homophobe, which I am not.
Where do I call you that?
You
And
call
your
me
little
the world's
dream
biggest homophobe
sequence.
who's penning the gayest guy alive.
That's right.
I'm not a homophobe.
You are homophobic.
I don't.
The day that I was in the room with you and I was walking around in my underpants, you couldn't even handle it.
I'm modest, but I'm not homophobic. There's a difference.
I feel you're homophobic.
Well, see, that's something that you should either talk to me about.
And you are very uptight.
No,
I'm telling you you're homophobic.
I'm uptight, but I'm
it's
not
my
homophobic.
opinion.
See,
you are homophobic.
Okay. See, that's something that...
You are so uptight about gays, and if a gay man... Oh, please.
No.
Oh.
No.
All right, so you're not homophobic. Go ahead. All right.
Read more.
Read more. What else? What else did I exaggerate?
I feel like we're the Black Israelites here.
Read the book.
Right.
As that guy said on Entertainment Tonight, or whatever it was last night, he said, Old Testament, he held the private parts, New Testament.
Okay. There you go.
Go ahead, Fred.
Okay, Fred needs help with eating.
Gee, I've never said that before.
No.
Robin,
No.
excuse me, I will allow you to talk now.
No.
Robin pointed all this out to
All
me.
I have
Hold
to
on.
say
If
is
you want to
the
manipulate
quirks
the situation...
were real.
Do you talk with a pouch?
Okay.
Do I catch you with a pouch every day on this show?
Well, it's because...
Oh, that's because what? Does Robin watch you slurp yogurt?
Well, you eat too. Do you
Of
eat
course
like a
I
slob?
do.
Do I pick
talk
rice out
about
of
it?
every core?
Do I talk about the food in my hair when Gorilla orders me
nobody
potatoes?
sits here and humiliates you over that, do they?
I humiliate myself. I don't need anybody to do it.
Yeah, it's much different.
Oh, I see.
It's much different when you
All right.
self-deprecate.
So I'm wrong. So you're saying that I
Fred
exaggerate
needed
your
help
eating
opening
habit?
a checking account in Washington,
You
D.C.
didn't?
I had a checking account.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
and
I
who
did.
helped you get that checking
I
account?
got
Who
my
brought
own
you to the bank?
No,
and who brought you to get your apartment?
I got my own checking account.
Please. Oh, please, Robin.
Please.
Robin, do we have a rube on our hands or what?
The quirks were true.
Thank you.
That was true.
Thank
Okay.
you.
But I'll tell you one thing. I will say
What
one
are we
thing.
arguing about here?
No.
No, but it's great.
I can't say, Fred, in that
No, but you wanna
entire
know
list,
something?
there's
What I-
not
what I
one
really
thing that didn't
resent-
happen.
I mean,
No,
come
man.
on.
Okay.
Robin is saying
let's
in
skip
her
the- okay,
defense
let's
that
skip the
I'm a
quirks
liar
then.
when it comes to her, but I cannot possibly be lying when it
You wanna
comes to
know
you.
something?
You couldn't have
You
made
can
that
skip
stuff
the
up.
quirks thing. I will,
All right.
but I will say
all
one
right, so you
thing.
admit that you are wrong about the quirks.
No, I won't.
You will
I
not.
say you exaggerated them. I will.
I didn't. I thought I was.
Okay.
He didn't put them all
Whatever
in.
you want
Did
to
you
say
not
about
stay in
that-
my apartment and
Whatever
eat
you want to
hot
say
dogs?
about that, whatever you want to say about that is
Did you
fine.
not
okay?
get standing
Okay,
up?
go ahead.
But I will say
All
one
right.
thing.
Go ahead. Yes,
It's
go
like
ahead.
I was really hurt by the fact that you just did not give me the kind of credit.
Oh, we're
that I
back
thought-
to that.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go back and take a look at the credit, and let's see if
You
we
want to
got
know
any
something?
credit.
You can read that all you want, man. but
Well,
it was like-
let's
it was
see.
so
It's
Hold
the
on.
totality, Howard.
It was
I
so
agree.
minimal.
Robin,
Please.
once again, I got to tell you,
Quiet.
no one asked your opinion on Fred. I mean,
'cause
look,
you know- 'cause you know
I'm in the
I'm
battle
right.
of my life.
You know
I don't
I'm
need
right,
Fred
you know-
going after
you
me.
know I'm right. You know she's right.
Yeah, right. Oh, she's absolutely right. I would never argue with Robin, but you, I'm going to argue with.
Yeah, me, I'm going to argue with because you think you can beat me down with that.
Of course. Well, so far I'm doing pretty good. I got you to admit that your quirks are all true.
They're not. I did not admit that.
All right, but you won't argue with me.
I won't
Here
argue
are the
about it
following quirks
because-
from the book. Fred needed help opening checkout. Fred eats with a pouch.
But you know what? The other thing, man.
Fred needs help
No,
leaving a room.
Hold on.
Come on.
Hold on. You call me a psycho. You call me a psycho. You call me a mental
come
patient.
on.
You know,
I mean, you
that
call me a
shovel
Martian.
statement always
It's like
set
I'm
his
a
hair
dog.
on end.
The
You know
shovel.
that.
Come on.
All right,
man.
now hold it.
But
now
he
let's
always
go
hated
back.
that statement.
Hold on.
You know, we're missing the whole general point that just the idea of writing a book that totally slams the people that share the foxhole with you every day is
That's
so
right.
over the top to begin
Of
with.
course,
that we should all be
of course.
pissed at the fact that the book even exists.
Exactly.
Listen to him. He's so overjoyed with what you said about him.
I am.
No,
There's
he's-
no way.
no,
I'm
he's ready.
dying.
Wait,
I'm
he
dying
gets-
to read what he wrote.
He gets to
about you
argue
guys.
next.
This
is great.
He's
is
never been on
nonsense.
your side.
All right, you ready?
Who's on his side? I'm saying we should all be pissed off that he wrote a book
Fred
slamming him.
is the first guy
That's on his side.
in radio. I talk about how out of all the people I met early on in my career when I was
let me ask-
nobody.
let me ask-
Excuse me, I'm going to paraphrase.
Is this
Fred
my time or is
came
this
up
your
to me,
time?
he gave himself selflessly and said, I'm going to do some voices for you. He wasn't getting paid, wasn't doing anything. He hung out with me and did these brilliant voices. I developed that whole thing about how I meet Fred. If that isn't a compliment to your talents, Pally, then I don't know what is. And Robin, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Fred. Number one, you got your own agenda with Fred.
No, man. It's,
And,
I have an
um,
agenda with
the
Fred?
evidence.
Yeah, you left Fred out of your book.
The evidence pointing
Now,
out
at least I remembered I worked with him.
inadequacy.
Yeah. What did you say?
The
You
evidence,
did it safe. You left Fred out. I have him in.
No. You know what I talked about Fred? I talked about how Fred was a strong right arm, a
Yeah.
shoulder for me.
Well, that's what I wrote.
During the time that I was in my worst state.
Yeah, you wrote about his talents, too. Okay, here we go. All right. So listen, you want to start defending yourself to Fred.
Excuse me, I didn't denigrate his
All right.
talents.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't denigrate his talents either.
Yeah.
All right, let's go through it again. So there I am sitting there, an unknown disc jockey, I write. I'm nobody to anybody. The one guy who was nice to me is Fred. He comes in and he did impressions that blew me away. That's his number one talent.
Only because I wouldn't talk to anybody.
So now you're going to paraphrase. You asked if I talked about your talents. If you, that's not out of context. Read the book.
People aren't just going to read that sentence.
Please.
Read the book.
Read the book.
Oh, yeah,
read the book.
Read the book. This is really going to be good for me.
Read the book. Read the book.
The zeal usually...
Here I will read from Fred. Here is how nasty I was to Fred. Fred would come in and tell me he thought I was really funny and that I was onto something fresh and new in radio. Remarkably, one morning, with some vigorous prodding on my part, shy and bashful Fred got on a phone extension in another room. Fred was the kind of guy who would say, "You don't really want me to get on the phone, do you?" I go, "Yeah, you're great. Go ahead, get on the phone." He got on and effortlessly did funny impressions of Nixon and Howard Cosell live on the air. He was one of the most talented people I ever met. From that day forward,
interplanetary radio geek and serial killer lookalike.
Yeah. Oh, you've never heard that before.
That's all I read, man.
Well, then you read what you want to read. I'll read what I want to read.
It's the mountain of stuff that you put against the thing that you would consider to be...
Fred, I got to look at the whole man.
The crumb compliment. You know what I mean?
Fred, I got to look at the whole man.
No, you're not looking at the whole man. You're distorting the whole man.
Well,
why not concentrate on the positive?
Why don't you underline yellow? Let me. You know what?
Negative.
You know what I'm going to do, Fred, for you?
It is mostly
This is what I'm going to do for you.
What are you going to do for me?
I'm going to give you a new copy of the book. Listen to me. I'm going to highlight all the parts that are good about you, and I'm going to cut out.
And I'll highlight all the parts that are negative about me. It'll look like I urinated on your book.
You know what you should do? You should do it like the OJ jury newspaper.
Please.
Right.
Cut out all the bad parts and give Fred the good parts.
That's all. And you know what?
And see how much of a chapter
your
there
defense
is.
is like,
How much of a
glove don't
section
fit,
there
it doesn't mean you
is.
must have
First of all, and also,
See how
let's
much of a
debate
section there is.
what is really bad. The fact that Fred likes to eat hot dogs and doesn't swallow his food is not a bad thing. It's just a personality trait.
Yeah, don't change it.
Well, I think what Fred is saying, talk about what I do, not what you don't like. Talk about my talents.
Everything is about, he's right.
Gee, I won't write about any of the other stuff we talk on the air every day.
I'm just saying, this is what
Wait
he's
a
saying.
second. How did you get involved in... Are you Fred's lawyer?
I was trying to help you.
Are you Fred's lawyer? No, you don't help.
God,
Are you Fred's lawyer? Look at Jackie just sitting quiet.
See?
Are you Fred's lawyer?
Jackie's going to sit there and be quiet.
No, because I haven't read it, and I really wish I had, because...
Jackie's in heaven.
I'm in heaven.
Yeah.
You think people don't understand
Howard
you have no idea. You should step outside your apartment once in a while.
That you sit around trying to undermine everybody else on the step, but you have no effect on me and Fred. Now this has all happened without your help.
That's right.
Undermining the staff.
You undermined again, even in the book. You bastard. You ruined my relationship with Robin and Fred.
There I go.
Well, how's that for a book, huh? Did I deliver the goods?
Hope you sell a lot of them.
Thank you, man.
Good. Thanks.
Thank you. Oh, please. Please.
Fastest selling book in history.
Mm-hmm.
She laughs.
That's okay.
He's a dog.
At least you have a human trait.
I love you, Freddie. And I love you, Robin. And I love Jackie. I don't love.
It doesn't say that in the book.
You know what?
Man.
I said to myself after reading my section, I said, if he didn't say he loved me, I wouldn't know.
I'll be quiet.
There's
You are
no
such an
tell.
ingrate.
No way to tell.
Yeah. Fred might have a point. You don't.
All right.
I know I do.
You don't have any point,
My
Fred.
wife will never sleep with me again.
Yeah, well, believe me, she's not sleeping with you now, so why should she sleep with you? She's busy with Tony and Tina's wedding. And I should have written that in the book, how I got your wife a job. But I was too kind.
No, you should have. That would have been fine.
That'll be in the paperback.
No, that would be in my book.
The Fred Norris book. I'd like to read that. I don't mind reading that.
Nah.
Years of friendship.
Yeah.
Down the drain.
So what? Makes for good reading.
Hey, you know,
you
it was a sacrifice, but I guess you felt it was well
there you
worth
go.
it.
Of course I did.
It was worth pulling
and
the
it's a fast
ripcord,
read.
wasn't it?
You know what, Fred? I'll make you this promise. If I ever write anything again, whether it's a column or a joke or anything, I'll leave you out of it. How's that? Okay? No one can please you, Fred.
You know what it is, man? You can't take the criticism. You criticize me.
Oh, I love the criticism. You can go on another hour. I'm selling books. Who's not going to run out and buy it now?
Okay, fine.
Criticize all you want.
I'm glad for you.
Thank you.
I'm glad for you.
At least we should be able to say this.
Yeah. I'm allowing it.
We can't argue in front of everybody who's going to be reading it.
Right. Well, you had your rebuttal time. As if you deserved one.
Right, true.
Anyway, let me move on.
Well, thank you for allowing us this time.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. And stop your barking.
I drag my ass on the carpet.
Fred wants to hump your leg.
And in the last book I wrote about Fred, remember when Robin, we brought Fred in to Washington and we went up 2 full points. Fred did the trick. It's all, I never got a thank you for that from Fred. No, he never got any credit. That's right. No credit at all.
You're not looking at the picture the way it's presented.
No credit at all.
So now you're trying to manipulate it.
And during the Jackie section, I wrote that. No, I'm not manipulating anything. I'm just. I know.
It's like,
Fred.
Howard, you have to defend yourself. Say the truth.
That's right.
That you feel that you presented the entire picture.
No, I didn't say that.
This is how you felt you could do this and tell people that Fred is a talented and integral part of the show.
No, here's what Fred wants in a book. You ready? Fred Norris is so incredible.
You don't know what I want in a book, man. You don't know. It's like
so why don't you do me a favor? I'm going to give you an assignment because you're such an energetic guy, and you're anxious to make yourself known.
Now the truth comes out.
There you go.
You ask me,
Mr. Energy. Why don't you go home tonight and write what you feel, and I will read it on the air. You write what you feel should be said about you.
Please.
How could he write what you
He
should have
can't
said
because
about
he's
him?
busy. He's busy doing other things. Certainly not writing bits for me.
That's what you wrote in the book.
That's right. I give you.
Want to look at that?
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Please. Scumbag.
Ooh.
That was really.
See, now it's reduced. The
that-
name calling. He has never called you a name in the entire history of the show.
Oh, I've been very bad to Fred.
That hurt.
I'm a bad guy.
No, because
I'm a bad guy, Fred.
Howard.
That's right. I'm a bad guy.
You can.
boy.
You know what it is? Is you're so defensive. And you want to push the buttons. That's fine.
That's all right. That's fine.
So-
You know what he does, Fred, though?
Oh, thank you, Robin.
He
Thank you,
punches,
Robin.
And then he feigns hurt
Exactly.
feelings
And then-
to
exactly.
make you feel
Fire
bad
him up,
about...
Robin.
Exactly.
Because you did the same thing to me.
Thanks, partner.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I'm such a great partner.
Fred's lawyer. Fred can't. So what are you saying? Fred can't speak for himself. You're his lawyer.
Oh, dear. Here we
Marsha
go.
Clark is here.
Here we
There's
go.
Marsha Clark.
See? Now we're all fighting.
Marsha
we're all
Clark.
fighting.
I'm not
Aren't you
fighting.
Happy? We're
I'm
all
happy
fighting.
with what I've said.
And I know you're fighting with me.
Not fighting with
saying,
you.
Don't talk to Fred.
Marsha Clark.
Shut up. Be
I'm
quiet.
trying-
I'm
Right.
talking to Fred now.
It's just that I'm talking to Fred, and you're not allowing us to talk. You keep monopolizing the conversation.
Well, you don't allow me to talk either. So.
Well, that's my prerogative, isn't it?
See?
See what? My lawyer.
Dropping that on the whole building.
That's right. Drop
Yeah,
it.
just sit over there and enjoy, Jackie.
Oh, shut up.
Jackie, undermining bastard.
Look at he's wanted this for years to
Right.
see us all fighting with each other.
You really are a jerk. That was from my heart.
He meant that.
Well, you cheered me up. Howard said you do that.
Yeah.
You just cheered me up.
I see the two of you back there, so coquettish. I see what goes on.
Just because I want to bang her. Aside
You
from that, I
just
just
cheered me up.
And I told you wouldn't agree with my theory on Jackie.
I agree
Hey.
that you were right.
I don't think that's a nasty thing to say. You might disagree with it, but I don't think it's
I
nasty.
didn't say it was nasty.
Yeah.
It's just
my
not,
theory.
not true. Has no validity. It
You don't
means
think
nothing.
that Jackie adds a lightness to you?
No.
You don't at all. You don't feel
No.
Jackie has any effect on you.
What is my true opinion of Jackie? What do I say to you about Jackie?
That Jackie
behind
should be
closed
fired.
Doors? So how could he be lightening me up?
I don't know.
I mean, make sense.
Well, I wasn't going to write that you wanted Jackie fired. Why would I do that to
I
you?
was sitting there, I said, the one conversation we have every year.
Imagine if I put in the book,
about Jackie.
Robin wants Jackie fired. Imagine I put that in the book.
Yeah, but
You
Robin
can't
wants
win.
Everybody fired.
She doesn't want you fired.
She did want me
Never.
fired once.
That's
not true.
NBC. I heard through the grapevine.
You are
Oh, you're
insane.
out
I
of
swear
your
to
You know
God.
what? You know what? Now you've cracked.
No,
Now
you're not-
Now I've lost your
outside.
mind.
You have lost.
Someone told me that.
Who told you that? Who told you that?
I was in a position to get anybody fired. What is he talking about?
She has never in her life ever said to me, Fred should be fired.
That's what someone
only
told me
has said good things
this
about
is
it.
why you
Whether or
hold
not-
this resentment toward me? Why
Robin,
would you ever say it?
I don't resent you at all.
She might think you're lazy, but she doesn't think you should be fired.
I
at all.
never said that.
I'm under attack.
I don't resent you. Yeah, you're desperate, man. You're drowning.
Woohoo,
Well, you're
boy.
drowning.
You know what?
I'm
Now you're
fine.
attacking Robin.
Now
I'm
I
not
want to
attacking
put
you.
on
I mean,
gloves
it's
and
true
let us
that-
all just go at
I mean,
it.
it's true that Robin didn't say anything about you in her book that was, anything about you at all, really. But
I did-
There's no reason to say that she wanted you fired.
I'm just
I even
bringing up
talked
a point
about
that
the
someone
time I
said.
once yelled at Fred, and I felt very bad about it.
You did feel bad? You told me you felt good about it.
You know what? That's it.
That's it.
Let's all get bats and go at
Go
it.
ahead, Gary.
You know, John and I are sitting out there. We're sort of surprised. Oh, by the way, Robin, you did try to have me fired once. That we know.
No.
That I-
Well, you
I
deserve
never
that.
tried to
wanted
have
me
you
fired.
When did you
fired.
try to have him
Mine.
fired?
Here we go again.
I'm not in my
I
mind
think
about
when
it.
we first got to
Everybody thinks
No,
you're
no.
having them fired.
I know.
The only
Well, I
guy
just-
Robin thinks should be gone from the show is Jackie.
No.
And I'm willing to
Let's
stand by
put
that.
I mean, who would I be talking to? I'd be talking to Howard,
Okay,
right?
I shouldn't say that you wanted to have me fired, but you did express to Howard that you felt I was doing a subpar job. When
I
we first
do
got
that
to-
a lot.
I know.
But she does that on the air.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Anything I said about Fred, I said on the air.
that's
Why
the
did you
point. No,
want me fired? I'm intrigued.
Why?
'Cause I'm
It's
not-
It was never that I wanted him fired.
She just doesn't feel you're a
back
team
up.
player. Am I right?
It's usually about contracts.
Right.
And I go, why are you bothering?
Yeah. You're right.
Because I asked for more money and stand up for myself.
No,
I
it's-
didn't
that's
fire
what she's
him.
It has
saying.
nothing to do with that.
It's the way you do it. But you don't see that because, Jackie, it's all right. Don't get into it because
I'm into it.
because
I'm deep into
because this is not the point of the conversation. The point is,
No,
what does Baba
it's
Booey
all the
say?
point.
No,
I don't know
Wait,
what
hold on. I'm coming back.
This is not an attack.
Right.
Let's clear the air.
It
Wait,
has
wait,
nothing to
hold
do
it.
with your talent, your skill, or anything.
Here's the bottom line.
The point.
Fred is in love with me, and it doesn't make a difference what he's saying on the air right now. He knows that is positive. Deep down inside, he knows it.
Howard,
Because
I don't know
Fred
how you-
is
I don't-
my
I don't know.
Fred has been my friend for a long time,
I
and
have
Fred
been
and I
your-
have a great working
I have been
relationship,
your
and I
friend.
write that in the book.
I have been your friend no matter how painful it has been
no,
at times.
I'll mellow out. You think I care if you make a pouch in your food? It upsets Robin. That's why I'm
It has
upset.
nothing to do with
She
that.
feels it's
You know
unprofessional.
what? This
Nothing to
is
do with that,
exactly
you know.
why I had a problem. I get to be the bitch.
Yes.
I'm the bitch.
Please, and continue to be it, because I'll be in big trouble. I have to sit in the room with Fred. You're at least in another room. Yes.
The point that I was trying to make when I walked in, I got
Yes.
a little bit off.
Please.
John and I were talking.
Oh, now you're making points?
No, John and I were just saying.
Yeah.
Scary.
To Fred and to all you guys that are upset, Howard goose on us on the air every day, and he's done the pouch jokes about you, and he does the whole thing
Well, that's
about
not
you.
even the point.
No, but
And I'm
the point
always
is,
careful to say that Fred's
did you
a talented guy.
Did you ever expect that what was going to be written in the book would be any?
Oh, I would
different?
ignore that.
No, did you think it would be?
Who can ignore a pouch of food in a
you know
grown
what
man?
It is? I guess what it is.
It's like a squirrel.
I'll tell you what it is. It's
Yeah.
like the fact that it's like.
So, Fred, you have
it
your
seems like
assignment.
95% of the material. Actually, make a correction.
Oh, your pouch.
9%
But that's what-
of the
It's a
material.
comedy
is all
book, Fred.
negative.
Lighten
But
up.
Freddie, Howard, I know it.
No, but
Howard,
Fred
Jesus.
certainly
maybe
wishes
one
he could have
chunk.
laughed.
Are you
One
insane? Did I
kernel.
just read you? You're one of the most talented guys I ever met. I would have met you 20 years ago. I'm writing about
It is in the Bramble book.
Oh, bramble your ass.
But Freddie, the
Yeah, I'll sit and write 50 pages on how talented
No,
Fred is.
that's
People
not-
are interested in
that's
that.
Not the
They're
point.
interested in the comedy
I know you're
aspect of
trying
you.
to. You asked for my
Oh.
opinion. Well,
You
I
were
think-
mean
I'm
and
telling
vicious. You
you
were
can't
mean and
handle it.
vicious.
Robin, that's not true.
You were vicious.
Saying a guy has a pouch in his mouth is not vicious.
No, no.
Well, Howard, the
Keep
point that I'm
focusing
trying to
on
make
that.
is
Vicious would have meant to say that the truth about Fred.
But Freddie just made an accurate point.
Yeah.
If you think that 95% of what Howard said in the book was negative, is that ratio any different than what he does on the air? In other words, on the
Excuse
air-
me, that's a question to Fred.
Oh, right.
Thank you.
No, but I'm not.
Fred's having trouble
I'm just saying-
articulating
I
what
know.
the problem
You're
is. I know
articulating for Fred.
exactly
He's that way to all of us on the air. In fact, I got more compliments
but
in
you
the
want-
book than I get on the air.
You know
I
what,
think
Gary?
everybody
Fred
gets
is
more-
not you.
Right.
Excuse me, why is Fred not allowed to answer? Why are you stopping Fred
I'm
from
talking for
answering?
actually, Robin. I'm talking for all of us. Howard
It doesn't matter. Fred is
Howard
not any
treated
of
us
them.
all in the book. the way he
Let
treated-
Fred answer.
Forget it.
Oh, please. You know what, Fred? Sorry you don't like what I wrote. I thought it was very funny.
Let him answer.
Okay, well, I'm
No,
glad.
there's nothing to answer.
I know
I've
you were-
already
I know
read
wrote it
you
was
what I
funny.
wrote. I mean, you couldn't say anything more talented.
I guess I was looking for
My
something a
assessment
little
of
more
Fred.
appreciative.
Fred is not sitting there because I like him. He's sitting there because he's super talented. That's number one. Anybody who earned a position on this show, that goes for Robin,
But I don't
Gar-
think,
well,
I
not
don't
Gary,
think
That
but
doesn't
I
come
really don't
through
think
in
that's
the book.
coming through
That
in the
doesn't
book.
come through
I
in the
honestly,
book.
I'm
yeah.
being,
You
I'm
want to
being-
know something,
I'm being
Fred?
square honest
Fred,
with you.
I think most of the audience can put that together.
You think?
No, I don't think
get
so.
it. I don't think
No?
that.
Oh, you're sitting here because you eat with a pouch. Good thinking.
Hey, man, you know, like
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but they don't know.
Oh, and they don't know that you're the most talented voice guy that I wrote in the book. They ignore that part. Oh, I see. I have you here because you eat with a pouch.
It's not.
You
there.
are retarded.
See,
you know what? I'm right about you. You should take that shovel and dig
Is
yourself
he
a
normal?
grave.
I want to know, is he normal
Howard,
or were you
No,
lying?
I was lying.
What?
I was lying.
What?
You're not normal. I thought you were the most normal on the show,
Okay.
but you're not.
Okay, Howard, you're entitled. You're entitled to your opinion.
All right, can I do this now? We've discussed your reaction to the book,
I don't
Robin's
feel- I don't feel
reaction and your
fulfilled.
reaction.
I don't feel
Jackie
fulfilled.
started in with some reaction. But
I don't think there's any way to resolve this, Fred. It's in
No.
print.
That's right.
Yeah.
It is not resolved.
No.
You have to live with it.
I certainly
That's
do.
it.
But you
So
know what
this
it
is my
It's
evaluation
like-
of you.
but
It's a comedy
You know what it
evaluation.
is?
Yes.
You never necessarily hear it off the air, and then when you see it in print, it makes it even.
I see.
But he
makes it even
understood
worse.
Jackie. That was the thing that really got
Right.
me.
That- yeah,
I
that's-
understand
he
Jackie.
Understood Jackie. How
Jackie
hard
is
it
easy to
for
understand.
Jackie.
It is hard for Jackie.
Hard for Jackie.
I'm officially not speaking to Quivers.
Is that right?
That's the nicest thing you've
She
ever
can
done
kiss
for
my
me.
big black ass.
Look what you did.
Put
Look
it
what
up,
you did,
brother
Paul.
man.
Look what happened.
And what do I say in the book? I love watching everybody fight with one another.
What did you say? What did
I
you
know
live
what was
for
the
this.
best
Hitler
quote?
Youth.
The Hitler Youth.
Yeah.
The best thing in my
And there's a big
section
picture of
was,
me as Hitler.
was a quote about how we never hang out with each other because that might cause us to become friends. Any
You
of
said
us.
that.
And
Yeah,
I thought that was a good
his
quote.
contribution.
No, the
Did
more
you see that
scabs-
quote?
I made the book.
No, the more scabs, the better, and that's absolutely true.
Yeah, if we bond, you know, if you get together, you might
Oh,
resolve
you and your impression.
things.
Shove it up your big
We
ass.
might resolve things. That'd be the worst thing. We need scabs.
How did you read that? I thought you only read your section.
I told you I read
I
Jackie's,
see.
mine, and Fred's. I
Okay.
couldn't get through Baba.
So you got it right though, because Robin hates her section, but Jackie's section's a riot.
Right.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well, listen.
It's not funny. I didn't say it was funny. I was upset that he was so understanding of Jackie. He doesn't understand me. He doesn't understand Fred. He understands
she's
Jackie.
logical.
Just trying to figure you out.
Right on a good keel.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
Full steam ahead.
as you can see, anytime one of us writes a book,
Right
it causes
into the iceberg.
controversy.
There you go.
And we all do the best. You know what? On my defense, and Robin, any criticism that people had of your book, neither one of us are real writers. So we write. In fact, I ran my book through what is called the Kincaid-Fletch test, which rates you on what level you write. And I write on the 7th grade level. So maybe who knows what? Who knows what?
Maybe what you meant to say isn't wrong.
That's right. What I think I said was very nice, but. And Fred, certainly anything I wrote
And you know this idea that
trying to be humorous and
Judith
engaging.
Howard, I
cut
do
everything
understand
that
but I
was
was
good.
looking for some kind of validation.
Well,
and
I do.
it was
Well,
not
I'll tell you what the
forthcoming.
validation is. How long have you been sitting in that chair, working those machines and
I
doing
don't know,
writing
but
for
every
me?
other day you also see you hate me and you wish I
I
would
see.
die. So
Well,
it's
of course. But how long have you been in that chair?
Since 1981.
Okay, that's your validation.
There you go.
I can't give you any more validation than
Okay.
that.
But that doesn't come
How long has Al Rosenberg been with the show? Excuse me. How long has Al Rosenberg been with the show?
He was with the show for 3 years.
Okay. How long was our friend from Washington with the show? About 2 days.
Something like that.
How come a certain other person is no longer with the show, who I just couldn't care less about?
That
Think
I
about
don't
it.
know.
You don't know?
I haven't
Think about it
discussed that
tonight.
with you.
When you sit, and you can read the chapter again, think about it. That's your validation.
Try to get over it with that in mind.
Get over it with that. That's my tonic. What is that?
You know what I can't
And with that,
understand?
I'll turn off your
I'm with
mic.
Robin on one thing, though.
Yeah.
And Jackie's going to hate me, too. Why do you understand
Yeah,
him?
that's the thing. It would have been bad enough. You know, it might not have even mattered
Yeah.
if you didn't understand him.
I don't
I can understand you
What's
not
with him?
understanding
When
me.
did he even come to the
When is he the
No,
enemy?
he's not the enemy. He's not the
It's
enemy.
just that how
It's like,
could- I mean,
you
we're your
understand
loyal
one thing,
buddies.
Jackie got.
You're
Oh,
the-
please.
you're the big buddy.
You got Robin. I'm not even going to address you because yes, it's true. You are my loyal buddy, and that what I wrote has been described by others as a love letter, and I'm not. That is all I'm going to say.
sure
You are not allowed to talk about it
They
anymore.
would describe it that way.
Yes.
Because they don't
Yeah.
know me.
Well.
And they're taking your word for everything.
Now, as people took your word for me on your book. Now,
I did. Everybody said that was a love letter.
not in circles that I travel.
Right. Sure.
Now,
Sure. What circles do you travel in?
pretty low ones. Pretty low ones. Circles you would not want to travel in. They're not horseback riders. Now, let me tell you something.
Everybody said to me they gained a new appreciation of Howard as a human being from my book. But no.
See,
Those are the people
I
who
learned-
talk to you and are afraid to tell you what they
right.
thought.
I learned things about Howard that I never knew before.
Yeah, exactly. Things that I didn't necessarily want brought out.
No, but I also
Right.
appreciate it.
Well,
but-
I certainly appreciate what you. Is that to get back at me? What you wrote?
No, I thought that I took the high road.
Oh,
All right, thank
sure.
you. But
I wrote bad things about you.
I'm no longer hurt about it.
I wrote.
I got over it.
What bad things did I write about you? I wrote that you saved my life.
I didn't want that known.
So sorry.
And
That's bad
Jackie's
for my
sorry
image.
You did.
Right. And Jackie's mad at me for saving your life.
See, something had to come out of that from Drew.
And Fred,
What's that, my friend?
in line with what Robin just said, I saved your life.
Okay.
Thank you.
Actually,
an admission
actually,
people
Gary.
should
No,
make
excuse
on
me,
their
Fred.
own.
Fred, look at me. I gave you life.
Actually, Gary did.
All right.
He called 911.
I just, you know what? I expected the worst and got it for me. That's, that's what I expected.
And you deserved it.
No, but I didn't expect
Oh,
it.
please. It was a comedy, glowing thing, and I talked about it, what a great producer you were. That's all that matters.
Three
The
lines,
point,
but that's okay.
3 lines is enough.
The few people. How many people
more lines
say
than you'll
nice
get today.
things about you? How many people care? How many people see you as a talented
you have no-
genius?
Jackie.
And our thanks, Fred.
Yeah. Robin, don't throw yourself in with Fred.
Our
Stop being his lawyer, okay? Give me a break. All right?
is that glowing tribute.
If I did anything nice for you, stop being his lawyer. Okay?
Fred and I will be fine. You
Yeah.
know that.
Well, I know
What's
that,
the problem? What's the problem?
Problem is, I need to sell more books right now. No, Fred,
What, my friend?
too bad. All right.
I know. That's the general attitude around here.
And Jackie, F you.
That's the beginning of the chapter. Yep.
That's right. And then also the end.
F you too.
Oh, Jackie came in this morning on fire. He was like, F Jackie. F Jackie.
Who's upset?
Now he's happy because you're upset. You don't
He
understand.
rebels in my misery.
This is saving my misery from Jackie.
He rebels in my misery.
Right.
He rebels in.
That's not true. Not even a little.
He
Okay.
likes to see me boil in the pot.
I love it. Oh, I love it.
Listen, Jackie hates you, Fred. I
know
love
that.
you.
I know that.
Jackie's the first guy to come in. Why? I don't care what Fred makes. And hey, I don't care if you fire Fred. Give me what he makes. If you got to get the money together that way, get it together that way.
There's a conversation that's taking place.
And I defend you every time, pal. I wasn't going to write that in the book.
Good,
Well.
thank you. Thank you, thank you,
Yeah, I didn't want to
for
upset
covering
anybody.
me for saying something like that.
That would have been an eye opener.
And if you want Jackie fired, then so be it, Robin. We'll take care
I
of
have
it.
never said. You see, there's a misnomer. I have never said fire Jackie.
Right.
I have said
Wait,
why
no, wait.
negotiate.
Wait, let's not start this again.
No, screw the
for
commercial.
him.
You
Why
just said
do
that
you do this?
Shut up.
Right.
You just said you had that conversation
Shut up,
every
you
year.
Every year we
To
do.
fire me.
It's the truth.
And now you're
It's not
backpedaling?
to fire you. It's to let you go.
Listen, Robin, you're on fire this morning.
Oh man.
Everybody calm down.
All right.
I'm getting heart palpitations.
All right.
I mean,
All
we're
right.
all being so honest.
Jeez. All right. It's just comedy. It's jokes. Everybody mellow out. Jackie, she's kidding.
Make sure you come running in here giggling during the
I'm
spot.
going to come in to tell you I love you.
I tried
And
that
she's
with
gonna hug you.
yesterday and you spit on me.
All right. Why don't we take a break? Obviously, the show is metamorphosizing into something very warped as a result of my new book.
It's got a Sudafed
It's
now.
changed.
Right. No, it's just gotten more
morphing.
interesting. It's morphing into something horrible.
It's getting ugly.
It is getting ugly. All right. Why don't we take a break? Let's see if you hug Jackie, I'll hug Fred. All right. Then I'll hug you and you hug me. All right.
I'll
We'll
hug
be
her
back
after
at it.
you hug him because he's a homophobe and he won't let you.
He is a homophobe.
True.
Well, we'll have to see.
Fred, you are a homophobe.
Okay, if you say so.
Remember that night we were together and you were afraid to get him dressed in front of
How do you
me?
construe that as homophobic?
You were afraid I was going to come on to you. I know it. I read it in your eyes.
Not even close.
All right.
Not even close.
You were ashamed of your own body.
Go hug him,
I
Fred.
am very modest.
Go give him a hug.
I really am.
He doesn't have to hug me. He's not in any mood to hug me.
I'm hoping he'll hurt you.
He's going to give you one.
And him and that wife that I found her a romance and I found her life and I got her an acting career, she's probably egging him on.
No, she's not.
Oh, yes, she is.
Actually, no.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get a hold of her.
Egging him on to
No,
do
she's
what?
not.
About this?
Oh, of course.
No, she's never egged me on about
She doesn't
anything.
understand comedy like you and I do.
Never egged me on about
All
anything.
right. She's not the geniuses that we are.
You definitely are a genius.
Well, thank you. I write that in the book several
Fred
times.
will say that even in his anger.
Even in my anger, I must admit that.
Thank you, Fred. And I admit that about you.
I'm a dog.
That's what I admit about
You're
you.
very smart for a dog.
You're a talking dog.
There you go.
Oh, man.
I mean, to this day, man, it's like
You're upsetting Jackie.
It's like
You know how I love
fetch
Jackie. I don't want
records
it
and I'm a
upset.
dog.
All right, let's take a break. Jackie, I'm sorry if any of this upset you.
This whole dog thing I've never heard before. I don't understand what that
It was
You
a
have
joke.
to read the book.
I said, wait a second. I'm going to read that part right now on the air. I demand that I read that on the air. I'm going to allow myself to read that on the air. I don't normally read my own book on the air because, quite frankly, I think you should have to go out and buy it. You shouldn't get any of this for free. But let me find the dog. Oh, here it is. All right. This is kind of long to go into, but
Yeah.
Just those last couple of lines.
okay. It was the most unselfish act and the nicest thing anyone had ever done for me in my short broadcast career. This is me talking about Fred. In this awful broadcast world I lived in, everyone was busy kicking one another in the teeth. All the announcers were too busy and worried about their next announcing gig to help anyone. Fred took time out of his busy schedule to help a nobody like me succeed. There was nothing in it for him, no hidden agenda. I once read, now, let's get to this. I once read that dogs were the only beasts in the animal kingdom who had chosen to align themselves with man. Out of every stinking animal on this planet.
It sounds bad, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. No, I'll stand by this. Out of every stinking animal on this planet, only the dog wanted to be aligned with man. Like a dog, Fred had chosen to be aligned with me for no apparent reason. And like a dog, I chose to be aligned with Fred. I call us both dogs.
All right.
And thank you. Fred, read the book. Okay, Fred.
Isn't there another sentence?
Nope. Just as no one could explain why the dog chose man, no one could explain why Fred chose Howard and why Howard chose Fred. Fred was an ally. Oh, that's a horrible thing to say, Fred. How dare you? I want an apology.
Mother dear.
How dare you? Oh, suddenly, I read the whole thing, Robin. Didn't sound too bad, did it?
It was pretty bad.
Oh, Robin, tell the truth. You've always been honest.
I'm telling you,
Robin,
you have
you
to
are
read
obnoxious.
This relentless.
Hold on. Is that the extent of the dog analogy?
That was the dog analogy.
But it's on. after all
you know,
this other
Jackie,
stuff.
Jackie.
No, I'm just asking a question.
That is the extent. She will not admit it.
He's called me a mental patient. He's called me a Martian.
I called me a dog and you a dog.
He's called me a dog.
If you're a dog, then I'm a dog. Hello, look at me.
The only reason I'm kept around is
Hey,
because I
mental
fed
case.
Schmeckers.
Look at me, Schmecker.
Schmecker? What's a
That's a good
schmecker?
one.
He just said Schmecker.
I like that.
Hey, look at me.
What?
I said you were a dog and I was a dog. We were drawn to each other. Now, I didn't call you a dog and me a man.
For no apparent reason.
That's right. All right. Good night, everybody. You know what? Screw you all. I'm taking the book off the
It's
market.
the 7th grade level. Oh, right.
That's all. I'm going to open up the phones. I would like to know what people think of all this.
I don't know.
We've gone about any of this. 3 hours of no commercial. We just did commercial-free arguing for.
Well, this is a therapy session. Everybody was hurt.
Well, Tom is hurt the most because there's no commercials. We're going to take a break and we'll be back right after this.
What's going on? Come talk to me.
What?
Come talk to me.
Oh, Jesus. I have to pull.
What are you doing? You have to pull news? Are you looking for faxes that are that corroborate your story?
No. There's no corroboration.
So you're really upset?
I'm not upset about anything. It seems that Howard's upset. You know, you can't have a reaction to what he wrote. I don't know. I mean, that's the way it struck me. I used to think, this is exactly what the problem is. I used to think we could be honest with each other on the show, but it seems that that's all gone.
So how does that get fixed?
I don't think it's fixable because nobody can talk to anybody anymore.
So you feel like you're being honest, but it's just falling on deaf ears? Is that...
No, I think I'm being honest and I'm getting looks like I don't want you to be so honest anymore.
Hi, I'm Juliet Carriaga, Penthouse Pet of the Year for 2000.
And Juliet, what are you doing up here on the Howard Stern Show today?
I'm interviewing with him.
Well, all right. Do you know who Howard is? Have you ever seen
yeah,
the show before?
of course.
What are you expecting today?
I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't really know what to expect. That's why.
And what else do you know about the show? Do you like Howard? Do you know?
Oh yeah.
Think he's funny?
Oh, he's hilarious. Just not when I'm on the show.
Are you attracted to him? Do you think he's good looking?
He's funny.
Bring in the penthouse pet named, what is it, Juliet. She doesn't have a last name?
Just the one name girl?
I tell you, I can't get this girl's name from anybody.
Her name is a secret. She's the Penthouse Pet of the Year.
It says Juliet. Plug for Juliet. Write the whole name. What?
Plug.
Here it is. Here's the plug right here. I got the same plug. Plug for Juliet. You hand me a plug, he hands me a plug. There's 15 different plugs.
Juliet's her fake name. That's the name she goes under.
Juliet. You don't use her last name.
It's like
One-name
Cher.
person.
Juliet.
All right, get out of here, you. And let me see the broad. All right. 20 minutes I'm looking for the name.
Hi.
Juliet is sitting here. She goes by the name Juliet. I'm not going to give out your last name. You don't use your last name.
Yeah, I do in the January issue.
Oh, you do. She's on the cover of Penthouse. You are stunning. You are a beautiful, beautiful woman. Did you see her walking in?
Yes, I did, and she looks unreal.
Juliet, you are some good-looking woman. I started to look over your notes here, and it says that you don't think you're good-looking, that you hate your own looks. Isn't that true? When you look in the mirror,
true?
what do you see?
I don't hate my looks. I don't think I'm completely ugly, but I don't think that I'm as beautiful as some women that should have probably won.
No, you are beautiful. You are pet of the year.
Yeah.
Wow. I believe it. You have a natural look. You're not wearing panties today, are you? Are you wearing panties?
Yes.
You are. I didn't think you were. Robin, I did not think she was wearing panties.
Is that in your notes? What are you talking?
No, I'm off the notes now. But anyway, you say that you think your hips are too big, and that your lips need to be bigger. They do not. You have a very good look. Robin, do her lips need to be bigger?
No, please do not do anything to your lips.
Right.
I hate that.
I don't want them to be huge like Angelina Jolie's or anything like that, but I would like them a little bit fuller.
All right. And what is your background? What kind of ethnic background are you? What are you? It's hard to figure out.
Japanese, German, French, and Native American.
There's some Japanese
There
in
were 50
you.
people in the bedroom.
Right. I never understand that. You were born at an orgy. And you were, before you started, had you ever, how old are you?
22.
Is this, sorry?
I'm going to be 22 on Sunday.
You're going to be 22 on Sunday.
22 yet.
Yeah. I'm almost. 2 more days.
In 2 more days, I won't be able to date you. You'll be too old for me. So it sounds like from your background that they put 10 hunks of sperm in a blender and just created you, but it worked.
She is genetically engineered.
Yes. And before you started doing, is this the first time you did nude modeling?
Yeah.
It is. So you were plucked out of obscurity. In fact, you were working on an assembly line in a vinegar factory.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. You were. You
She
never.
was just a working girl?
You never thought that you could be in a magazine, did you?
No, actually, I've always wanted to model, but
What did you bang Guccione? Is that how you got into
Who
this?
plucks her out of the
no.
vinegar factory?
Yeah. Who found you in the vinegar factory?
no, they didn't find me in the vinegar factory. That was just kind of one of my many jobs.
Right.
Like when I was like 18 or something.
Oh, I see. So how did you get discovered for Penthouse magazine?
A scout, somebody that scouts girls for the magazines.
Where did he see you?
I met him in a club
Where was this club?
in Hollywood.
In Hollywood. So you were out there trying to get
You
discovered.
out there dancing and...
No, I wanted to model, but
Right.
I wasn't trying to get discovered when he met me.
Right.
It was just kind of like, oh, do you want to model? And I'm like, okay, sure.
And what is this horny bastard's name?
We don't care.
You don't care.
We don't care about
Every
him.
guy's a scout.
Why don't you care about him? Did you have a falling out with him?
Not exactly, but he's just one of those scumbags.
Oh.
The guy who discovered you?
The guy who discovered you was a scumbag?
No falling out.
So what happened? You made love to him?
No, no.
Why was he a scumbag?
He's just one of those people that aren't very nice.
Really? Well, what happened?
Jeez, you'd
Well,
think
he's-
he would be somebody you'd say, well, thanks for my life.
No. Well, what happened?
He's just one of those people that he's
You gave
evil.
him-
You can
he's
feel
evil.
his bad vibes.
Really? You gave him oral sex?
No.
You did not.
You could feel his bad vibes, huh?
But the guy
Yeah.
discovered you. He brought you to Penthouse.
Yeah,
He made,
I'm
now
very grateful.
you're grateful for that, but you just don't like him. But something must have gone on between you two.
No, he's just some people you connect with and some people you don't, and
Right.
I just did not connect with him at
You
all.
did not connect with him. Well,
so
this
he's
ends
out
up-
of the picture. Forget him.
Well, now, as a result of becoming Penthouse Pet of the Year, you've met some exciting people. You've met Marilyn Manson,
Yes, I did.
right? And you hung out with him.
That actually had nothing to do with Penthouse. He didn't even know that I was in Penthouse when I met him.
I see. Where did you meet him?
Where or when?
Where?
In Miami.
In Miami. And he invited you to his room?
I met him in a club,
Yeah.
and he found out where I worked,
Right.
and called me at my work and asked if I wanted to go out that night, and I was like, I don't know about that.
Boy, there's
Right.
some tracking.
Wow. Well, let me tell you, these celebrities have built-in tracking systems. I think they put a button on you or something.
Right.
So you were like, I don't know if I want to go out with Marilyn Manson.
I was kind of having fun with it in a way.
Right.
You know, just
so did you go out with him?
no.
You did not.
You never called him back?
It says here you hung out with him for 2 days.
No.
No?
I met him one night at a
Right.
club, and then he knew the owner of my work at the time, which is a restaurant in Miami.
I see.
And he found out from the owner that I worked there and called me the next day
Right.
and said, "Hey, this is Marilyn Manson."
So celebrities fall in love with you, don't they? I think I'm in love with you, quite frankly. I'll be honest with you. I see Fred is already pulling out a diamond engagement ring. So you have a lot of this activity around you because
Lots
you're a
of
beautiful
guys
woman.
calling you.
Don't you think it's unbelievable because they don't even know you and they're falling in love with you, right? It's a physical thing, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, what do you think? I mean, they don't know you. They don't know the real you.
Yeah.
Are you very interesting? Are they falling in love with your mind or your face?
Probably not at first.
Right. And then they see you're sweet and they like you, and then that's the, I see. Okay. And movie stars have come on to you as well, right?
Yeah.
What kind of movie stars have asked you out on a date?
I don't know. I can't think of anybody right now.
You sure you can? Well, there's nothing wrong with somebody asking you out on a date.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying you slept with them. Like who?
I don't know.
Well, Sammy Hagar or somebody?
No.
He's not a movie star.
Oh, he's not. To me, he is. Who?
I don't know.
Who, Charlie Sheen?
Was it Charlie Sheen that wanted you?
No, I've never met him.
Mm-hmm.
Have we met? Let me see. Who could it have been? We got a guess?
Yeah.
Now, these guys just come up to you and
No, I mean, I live
they're
in
all,
Hollywood, so.
Let me tell you about Hollywood. All these men are very shallow. Now, do you want to go away with me New Year's Eve? Now, all right, was it Drew Carey?
Drew
No.
Carey.
No, all right.
She's a movie star. Michael Douglas.
Your sexuality is confusing to me. You claim to be bisexual. Is that true?
Yes.
You're not sure if you prefer women or men. I would
You're
guess.
not sure.
I'm going to say you are a lesbian. What do you think of that?
I think that it's very possible.
Yeah, I think you are. Because, you see, I do not believe in bisexuality.
Especially if you're not sure.
Right. I think you're
no.
attracted to women.
I'm attracted to men and women, but
Right.
I think more so with women.
Right. Your lovers are women primarily. Is that true?
You're a lesbian who can also sleep with men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what you are.
You started lesbianism at 15 years old. And
Was
to
that
me,
your first sexual experience?
No, well, no, I was 16 when I first had sex, but the first time I kissed a girl was when I was 15.
wow, that's hot. You're hot. I would like to watch you kiss
Where'd you
another
find
girl.
this girl?
Right. See, I'd be good. I
see.
could marry you, and then you just bring home a bunch of broads. I'll just sit in the corner and watch.
Oh, God.
That's all. To me, that's a perfect marriage.
There's a relationship.
Yeah, there's a relationship. I don't have to get in the way of it. So, do you like threesomes?
Not really.
No, she doesn't even want a guy there. Get out.
No.
Let's just take my pants off in the corner. What is the big deal? Why am I arguing with my wife already? See, every wife I get, I argue with. It's just not right.
No, I don't mind a little voyeur thing going.
So what happened when? That's
Put a hole
fine.
in the wall so he can.
Well, you're very beautiful, and the thing is that when you had your first lesbian experience at 15, it must have been mind blowing to you. What was it? A friend of yours? Someone your age?
Yeah, she was Brazilian, and she was gorgeous. She was,
Was she
15
15? 15 or 16?
15 or 16.
And you had a sleepover party at your house, a slumber party?
No.
Oh, yes. No? Where did the sex take place?
No, I didn't have sex with
What?
her. The
Oh.
first
But it
time I
was
had
just a
sex
kiss,
with,
huh?
with a girl was when I was 18.
Oh, when you were 18. But the kiss occurred at your house, didn't it? With the 15-year-old girl.
It occurred in in a park.
In a park. That's very dirty.
Now, this wasn't a school friend? This was just
Yes,
somebody? Oh, a
yes,
school
it was
friend.
a school
Okay.
friend.
Isn't it true that your first kiss was at the bathroom at McDonald's
No.
during a Happy Meal? Was the movie star who hit on you a broad? Is that why you can't say who it was?
Yes.
Was it a woman?
No.
I see. And were you molested as a child?
No.
Were you ever sexually abused?
No.
You're not. I don't believe that.
I had a very open-minded family.
Well, what does that mean?
My mom was a hippie
Yeah.
when I was younger.
What does that mean? She didn't. She had winter
didn't
bush.
bathe.
Yeah, she didn't bathe and had winter bush. Right. Great. My mom's a hippie. She got winter bush.
That dirty woman over there.
Yeah, that dirty woman, that homeless-looking woman's my mom. Great. Please don't come to school, Mom. So what do you mean she was a hippie?
She was just very open-minded.
My mom was kind of hippie.
Wait a
but,
minute. Not the same.
It was a weight issue.
Did you live in a commune or something?
Yeah, did you live in a commune?
No, not me.
Yeah.
I was the youngest of my family, so
I see.
my brother did the whole hippie
Commune
thing.
thing,
Yeah.
huh?
And your dad was a hippie too?
No, my dad was in the Navy.
Oh, he was in the Navy.
How'd that
Hippie in the Navy.
I have
Sitcom.
no idea.
And you grew up very poor, didn't you?
Yes.
Right. And you moved around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And your parents were
Where
divorced.
did they move? What was your mother on the run?
Mm-hmm.
No. When you're poor, you
You keep getting thrown out.
Well, because her parents divorced, and they had a stepdad, right?
Uh-huh.
Was the stepdad attracted to you?
No.
No, he was not. None of that going on.
Nice
Too bad.
stepdad?
I think so. Oh, I love my stepdad.
You love your stepdad? It sounds like you don't love your real father all that much.
Well, my real father's dead.
Oh, he is dead.
He had the nerve.
Yeah, so he dies on you.
Yeah.
Great. And you, as a result, as a child, had a lot of physical fights. You would have fist fights, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
With who?
Who would you fight with?
Mean girls.
Mean girls. Why? Were the girls jealous of your beauty?
Well, I wasn't exactly a diva when I was.
Don't you think that you were in fist fights with girls because you just wanted to touch girls and be around them? Don't you think that some of that was going on?
When I was 15, I told a couple of girls that that I was into girls, and
oh, I see.
and
You told
they
the
didn't
girls.
like me. Yeah.
You told your girlfriends at 15 that you liked other girls.
Yeah.
And they ridiculed you.
Yeah.
Well, of course. You don't tell some dirty secret like that.
I was 15. Like, I'm supposed to know that.
You don't know? You're not supposed to tell girls you like other girls
Not,
at
I do
15?
now.
Right.
Not then.
Right. And then you had to fight them physically.
Mm-hmm.
Were you able to kick their ass?
I was kind of timid in high school, actually, but after high school, yes, I did.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So you're a fighter.
Will you ever fight them in the nude?
Like mud wrestling or jello wrestling?
I
Right.
don't think so.
So now you're living with a woman, are you?
Yeah.
You are.
But
What?
it's just a roommate. I'm not.
Oh, you're not in love?
You're not having sex with her?
No.
Yeah, sure.
Not yet.
Yeah, okay. But you're attracted to
Working on
her.
it.
Oh, she's hot.
Is she a penthouse girl?
No, she's a cute little Asian girl. She's 18 and very innocent.
Really? And you would like to have sex with her. Have you told her that?
No.
You haven't told her that. She's probably listening now, isn't she?
And now she knows.
Now she knows. Unbelievable.
So where's your mom now?
Hanging herself after this interview. Yes,
No,
go ahead.
She's at home sleeping.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you got engaged at the age of 16, didn't you?
Yeah, 16
Wow.
or 17.
But
To
it
a
was
guy?
Yes.
right, but it would have been a mistake because you're into women, and you would have
Yeah.
been suppressing your urge.
Were you just trying to get out of the house or something at that point?
I don't really know what I was thinking.
So when you were 18, you made love to your first woman, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. How was that?
It was good.
Where did you meet her?
She was my boyfriend's ex-girlfriend at the time.
Really?
Wow.
I know. That was
And was she hot like you?
She was, you could tell she was hot in her day.
Oh, I see. She was an older woman.
Yeah.
Right. And what happened? She seduced you?
Yes.
Well, did you tell her that you wanted to try having sex with a woman?
Yeah.
You confided in her? Where did you tell her this? Were you in a club when you told her this?
No.
Where were you when you told her this?
At my boyfriend's house.
You were at your boyfriend's
Well,
house?
they remained friends, so she used to hang around?
Yeah.
How old was she at the time that you made love to her?
She was like 24.
So she was 24 in her
She
day.
was already out of her day?
Yeah.
No. I just mean, she was
Right.
she was one of those.
Wow. 24 is old, Robin. That's what I tried to tell you. Yeah, right.
Her
24
day
is
was over already.
She's one of those women. What?
She's one of those women that
Right.
she's one of those women that partied a lot.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Boy, she was already
kind of-
done at 24.
But she had a beautiful body and was sexy.
Yeah.
Yes, and you confided in her, as women sometimes do, and you said, "Gee, I would love to have sex with a
I would
woman."
love to.
And you found yourself attracted to her, didn't you?
Yeah, she was gorgeous.
She was gorgeous. And you told her this, and she said, "Hey, I'll have sex with you."
Yeah, she was all into it.
And where did you go to have this sex? Did you do it in front of the boyfriend?
He was he was actually asleep on the couch.
So he was sleeping on the couch, and the two of you were talking. And what were you wearing that night? You must remember because it's such a special night.
No.
Were you wearing a dress with no panties? What? What? Touching myself, Robin. Yeah, were you wearing a dress with no panties?
No.
You were not. What were you
what
wearing?
I was wearing.
Short shorts? Culottes?
Well, had you
Pumps?
gone out or were you just hanging around the house?
Yeah, I didn't really go out at that time.
Right.
Just hanging around.
Hanging around. What are you wearing? You think jeans, or are you sitting there in your panties? I mean,
Possibly jeans.
jeans. All right. And you're a very good-looking woman. Obviously, she's attracted to you. Do you remember what she was wearing for your first seduction ever?
She was wearing a little like kind of silk white nightie thing.
A nightie.
Oh, she's in a nightie.
Yeah, it was late. It was
Where?
late at night.
Why am I sitting at home with nobody?
You don't have an ex-girlfriend? girlfriend or
No.
anybody in a nightie.
Nothing's going to happen.
And the guy-
Nobody's in a nightie. I want someone in a nightie in my house.
Ralph will
Now.
be in the nightie.
Yeah, I have Ralph. That berry-headed bastard.
Just color.
So you're sitting there talking. She's wearing her nightie. You're in your jeans, and you start talking. Were you guys drinking at the time? Having a
Probably.
few shots. Yeah, feeling no pain.
Any weed?
And your boyfriend's asleep, and then you said to her, "Hey, I would like to try it." And
Yeah, we just kind of, I don't know how it really happened. We were sitting there watching TV, and I just kind of put my hand on her leg, and because we had talked about it before that happened, and then, like, it was like perfect opportunity. Yeah.
did you use a zucchini?
A what?
A zucchini.
No, the vegetables came later.
All right. So you were sitting on the couch. You put your hand on her leg, and then what did you lean in and kiss her, or she leaned in and kissed you?
I think she kissed me.
All right. And you start making out on the couch with the boyfriend sleeping.
Yes.
He never woke up.
Yeah. Stupid ass.
No, I think he was pretty drunk. So,
So he had passed out. It
yeah,
wasn't
he
just
passed
sleep.
out. It was a perfect opportunity, though. We didn't really care to have him involved. You know?
Right. So you two of you were kissing on the couch, and then you walk into the bedroom together.
We were in the bedroom. It was like it was.
Oh, there's a couch in the bedroom.
Yeah, there was a
right.
couch in the bedroom.
So did you sit on the bed with her?
We were on the floor.
You were on the floor,
Yeah.
and you started kissing. And did she take your clothes off one by one?
We undressed each other. It was like it was kind of like a movie.
Hey now.
Really? In what way?
Just perfect. Everything the way that we
She
got undressed.
She started to undress you. And were you wearing panties and bra?
Yes.
You were. And did she leave the panties and bra on while she played around with you for a while, or did she just take everything off at once?
I think everything came off except for my panties.
You kept your panties on.
At first.
And right, you kept your panties on, and I assume you wear a thong with your body.
Oh my.
And the panties, and she took off all her lingerie,
I took all of her lingerie.
even her panties.
Yes.
So she's nude, you're in your panties. And
Can you continue?
hold on, I'm gonna have to stop the interview.
We're going to have a recess
Bring me my box of Kleenex. That's all right, I can go on.
while you compose yourself.
It's been so long, Robin. So wait a second. And you're laying there. Did she play with your pretty feet? I assume you have pretty feet. Let me see your feet. Please.
Yeah, wouldn't it be funny? She had club feet. But
Do you have
she's
club feet?
beautiful everywhere.
All right, so she started, like, what did she do? She was kissing you and, yes, yeah. And then she, and then did you make the move on it?
Who moved?
I suppose you kissed her in a very dirty place.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You did that first to her?
Yes.
You did. You performed that on her.
You
Yes.
had thought about it a lot, huh?
Oh yeah. I was waiting, you know. It was time. It was like 3 years since I kissed my first girl, and you know.
And the two of you were smelling good, or had you just been jogging or something?
No, we both smelled wonderful.
You did. Well perfumed and everything. Two young girls. How long did that go? That session.
A while.
And then she kissed you in a very dirty place? In the worst
I
place?
might have been too embarrassed, I think, at that time
Yeah.
to let her do that. I could've-
Really?
Maybe
You
just a
just
little
did-
touching and stuff like that, but I don't think she would.
Did you orgasm from her touching?
No.
Did your jaw get tired from working on her?
No, but my tongue did a little.
Your tongue got tired. Was she fuzzy like a kitten?
Oh, she was nice little peach fuzz. She was a blonde, nice
Really?
white hair.
Yeah. Yes, you're an innocent girl. So much for you to experience in life.
Oh yeah.
You bad girl. Any buttocks play?
What?
Any buttocks play?
No.
No play?
No.
No ass play?
They're not weird.
Not at that time.
Right. What do you dykes do with the ass? I mean, let's be honest.
You know it's there.
Yeah, I mean, you know it's there. There's something to do. I mean, you guys, you don't have any equipment to really finish the job. So what do? You do stuff with the butt now? Yeah. Fiddle around with that? All right. Well, I've learned something.
What?
Fantastic.
What have you learned?
Needs a whore.
All right. Yeah. Give me a girl. Well, anyway, I am imagining that you couldn't possibly be attracted to me at all because I am very masculine looking. Is that true?
Yeah, but you have the long hair, so.
You like that?
You like long.
Pretend I'm a girl. I'd get breast implants for you. All right. Well, anyway, listen. You are a beautiful woman. You're on the cover of Penthouse. You're the Penthouse Pet of the Year. Did you get prizes for that?
I got this beautiful key.
It's worth 10 cents. Go ahead. Yes. It's the Penthouse key. Yeah. What else did you
It's
get?
nothing.
Right.
I got $100,000.
$100,000. That's nice.
That's good.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with the money? You going to invest it?
Yes.
Or are you going to give it all away?
No.
No?
I'm gonna invest it.
No, does your hippie mom need cash because she doesn't work?
Oh, she works.
Honey, help us out. We're the family.
She's not a hippie anymore.
Right. And you're hot. Right, guys? Isn't she hot?
So cute.
Yeah. Very, very, very cute.
Tells a good story.
Yeah. Mark, what is it?
Yeah, Howard.
Mike.
I don't understand, man. You're separated. What are you doing? Why don't you take this bimbo to the goddamn apartment already? Forget Robin. Take this broad and a girlfriend and just go have a good time.
All right, you're absolutely right. You know, I still feel like I'm married. I am separate. I am legally separate. All right.
Howard, give
listen
it up,
to me.
man.
You're right. Where's your
21
bimbo
years of that
girlfriend?
beautiful girl.
What about you and your bimbo girlfriend tonight doing me? What do you say? No? Can't make it happen?
No, I'm leaving today. I'm going back to LA.
All right. Well,
Sure, like
there you
it's
go.
yours.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Everybody's leaving town now.
Well, Mark, maybe I should drag her by her hair into the apartment.
Just drag her into the bathroom.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Mark.
Later.
You're absolutely right.
Nice
All
guy.
right, love you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
love
very
you.
romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I
That
can
sounds
tell
romantic to me.
people
Louis, go ahead.
Hey, Howard.
Yo.
I want to tell Queen Zebra that I could turn her back on to men.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. She
Yeah.
just needs a good
You got
flogging.
the secret, huh?
Right.
I got the only buffer in my mouth.
You got the what?
A mega buffer.
The mega buffer in your mouth.
Yeah.
You're a real catch, Louis.
Hey, you gotta see me.
I bet you are. All right, listen. So you got $100,000. You got the key. What else did you get? Did you get a car or anything like this?
No.
Are you
No
gonna be-
coats, a fur
nothing?
coat?
No, they don't do that anymore.
I don't do the fur coat. Mm-hmm.
I don't really care.
So you've had sex with a guy. When is the last time you had sex with a man?
That long.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
You need a good log, honey. Let me tell you something. You need a real good log. When's the last time you had a good log? Honestly. One night with me and you'll be bubbling like a pool of pea soup. Let me tell you. When is the last time you had a log? Be honest.
I don't know.
Are you seriously over a year?
No. It's
Really?
a few weeks.
Oh, a few weeks you had a log.
Yeah,
Oh.
not that long. I'm not completely
Off men yet.
Yeah.
You're not off them.
But
Well,
I'm-
spend the night with me. You'll be off them.
Left, guys.
I'm telling you. I'm as crude as they come. I'm like a caveman. I'm so rough that you will hate men once you're with me.
That'll be the end.
That's
You
right.
never know. I might like it.
Really? Oh, I doubt it.
Just a little chance of that.
Real. You up for anal sex at all? That's my thing. No? You know how to play that game? Well, you're a young girl. A couple more years, you'll be ready. You'll be doing whatever I say. Wesley, go ahead. Wes, go ahead. Yes.
Oh, Howard, man. I'm a truck driver, man. I had to pull over.
You finish yourself off?
I had to adjust myself, Howard.
Yeah, I tell you, I was touching myself during the interview. I really was. I had my right hand under the console.
All hands on the table.
I'm telling you. Frank, go ahead. Yes, Frank?
Howard, I have two things to say.
Go ahead.
The first thing is, how do I get this stuff off my computer? It's all over the place.
Yeah, you could ruin a computer like that. I've ruined two.
Broken.
Yeah.
And the second thing is the Juliet. I'm hung like a woman. Does that count as anything?
Me too. I'm hung like a woman. You'd hardly know you were with a man.
And that's Jackie.
Well, let me tell you something. Juliet can be seen in the current issue of Penthouse magazine, where she's featured as the Penthouse Pet of the Year 2000 of the millennium.
That's the Millennium Girl.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong
You're
with that.
ending a century.
And I noticed you didn't shave down that much, did you? Let me take a look. I think you're kind of natural. You're kind of like your mom. You're a little bit of a hippie.
Hey, now.
Aren't you?
I don't have a mohawk or anything like that.
No, not a mohawk. All right. Oh, look at you. You look lovely. Are those your real breasts, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Look
They
at the
really
size
look
of them.
real.
They look nice. That's a real woman. Let me see. Let me see if I can find a picture of your most intimate of areas.
Hey, now.
Oh, no, that's very nice. You're nicely groomed. Very, very attractive. Yes, I approve. What is that you're laying on the floor with? A dog?
Those are leopards.
That's a leopard?
You can't tell a leopard
That is
from
the
a dog.
ugliest goddamn dog I ever saw. And here you are bent over. I could see your buttocks. Everything about you. You look like you're ready for a fistula operation. Wow, my goodness, you can see everything. Well, right in my face.
Jesus.
All right. Well, anyway, Juliet, you are a beautiful woman. Thank you for coming in and playing the game with us. And I recommend that guys go out and get this Penthouse magazine and see the Penthouse Pet of the Year, Juliet. Just Juliet is the name you go by.
Juliet Carriaga.
Oh, you do go by Carriaga. Okay. Well, thanks, Juliet. Nice meeting you. And if you want to hear something good, hey, did Stuttering John leave yet? Because I really wanted to play these tapes before he left.
He does have an operation to go to.
He's going to operation. Are you still here? You want to just hear? Sit down next to Juliet, and Juliet will want to hear these. Juliet, and you know what? As a special treat for you, I'm going to let you grind me goodbye. That's right. You're going to get to actually hump me goodbye, and you're going to press your. Look at John.
See, that's part of your winning. They didn't tell you at Pet House. Oh.
You should have seen the face John just made it there. What was that? Do that.
Looked like a rapist.
No, I'll grind into you, and it'll only take a second, and then we'll be
I was
done.
going to say that's part of the prize of being pet.
What was that face you did to her? Did you see it, Robin?
No, I can't
do it again. Do it again. Just look at her.
He's in pain now.
Juliet, the reason he's sitting kind of funny is he's about to go in for an ass operation.
I just found out some really bad news.
What?
They actually cut the sphincter muscle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're in for a real treat. If you would listen to me, Juliet, I told John, I don't know about your bowel movements, but if you don't force them, if you just let them happen naturally, you will never have problems back there. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Right. Do you force? How many times a day do you move your bowels? Seriously. This is really interesting.
Once a day.
Once a day, always. You're very regular.
Mm-hmm.
See, John? How many times a day you go?
Twice a day. I already went twice today.
Oh, boy.
Geez.
All right. Juliet, would you send me your...
In a box?
In a box? So I can examine it? See what you're eating?
For worms.
So I can worship it? Would you mind if I did that?
6.
I've never been near such a beautiful
Here's your
woman.
right to be turned off by men.
Right. If I could have a woman like you, I wouldn't need to worship that. What? Yeah, what is it?
I mean, I know everything's sad about your marriage, but this is at least this is the kind of Tukey you're probably going to get.
Yeah, but she's going to be 22 in 2 days. I don't know if I can date her.
You can get her 18 and it's fine. 18's legal.
He's your lawyer now, your sex lawyer.
18's legal. All right, so, no, she is a homosexual. I don't think she wants me.
I'm not.
Really?
I'm not completely.
So you're not opposed to dating me? Is that it?
Well, maybe she is completely.
All right. Have I driven you to become a full homosexual?
No.
No, I haven't. Well, then there's hope, huh, John? What do you think?
I think you could probably bang her.
Really? You do?
Well, if you keep making that face, you'll be in his lap.
All right. Okay, yeah, Mike, you're on the air.
Howard.
Yeah.
Listen, I got one question.
Go ahead.
First of all, the girl that you got there, is she the one that's on the cover on this penthouse.com?
Yes, that is correct.
Howard, let me ask you something. How much more of a pussy are you going to get? I mean, give me a break. First of all, you're separated and you're going home and you're playing with yourself now with your penis lamp right next to you all night long.
Right.
And you got this beautiful girl here. And not to mention, how many other beautiful girls here?
But what is
Howard,
your point? What should I do? Should I jump on top of her?
Howard,
do you think that's appropriate?
Listen, Howard, you're nicey nice. You call Ratso with the limo. You get some drinks. You put him in the limo. You bring it to the limo. You do it in the limo first, then you do it in the elevator on the way up to your apartment. You
What
do it in
about
your
that?
apartment.
Juliet-
You take that penis lamp. You put it right next to the night table. You do it right in front of the lamp. What the hell is going on with you,
Juliet,
Howard?
would you
I've
like
been
to
listening
would you
for
like to
so
see my
many years.
penis lamp?
You know how many years?
Listen, this is Bob Guccione's son, Nicky. So
Howard,
yes.
I've been listening to you for so long. I admired you. For
you
so
feel
long.
I
didn't
should
care whether
bang
you had
this
a small
girl.
penis or not, but now you got no wife.
Right.
You got a lot of bills to pay, right?
Right.
You might as well get something out of it.
Right. All
What are you
right.
gonna do?
All right. You got a point there. Thank
I
you.
mean, here you are. You're buying cases of lotion and going home and staying home and locking yourself in the house for the weekend.
What's the lotion? It was A&D ointment.
Oh, God.
Well, shut up, John.
You didn't use that, did you?
Look, you're
No.
sitting on one cheek. Leave him alone.
Right. I at least have my ass in one
You
place.
know what's weird? Like, you have always said that if your wife, of course, it never would never want it to happen, was ever gone,
Right.
you would be with someone immediately.
Right.
And now you've been
Well, if
separated
she's
for over
not
a month
gone.
now. You
All right. So maybe it's freaking me out a little bit.
when do you think you'll start dating?
What?
About how long till you start?
I'm like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm going to walk away from you.
Oh, about how long you think?
Julia, what would be the appropriate time to start dating after legal separation?
I don't know. Whenever you're comfortable, I think.
Well, I think I'm getting more comfortable as I look at you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Howard, it's not like it was a death. You know what I mean?
See,
Right.
he could date if she was dead.
I think Juliet will be doing my wife before she does me. That's what I think.
It's the thing that she's still alive.
That's right.
You're going to have such a long line, Howard. I mean,
What do you mean a long line?
of women.
Who would want to be with me?
You're a big celebrity. The
Oh,
family.
I see.
You know?
Sounds like you want to be with me, you big homo.
You should have seen who Trump was with last night.
Who was Trump with?
Oh, my God. The girl was, like, stunning.
Yeah, Melania Klaus.
Oh, I mean, look
Or
what he's
Nels,
getting, Howard. I
whatever.
mean,
Right.
yeah, you better look into him.
What is it, Baba Boo Hi?
You say, like, who would want to be with you?
Right.
Like, and you know that after a while you can be a pain in the neck.
Right.
And we've worked with you for a while, but hot chicks don't know that. So there's, you know what I mean? They'd have to spend a good year with you.
But
before.
yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just one night.
Yeah, so you need to try
One night, you're gone.
Julie, what about that? You mean Juliet, if I asked you out, you would go out with me or something? What are you saying? She's a lesbo.
Has a celebrity? Well, hold on a
Calm
second.
down. You're not on the spot. Nothing bad will happen.
Yeah, I mean, what are you saying? What are you trying to come on to me or something? You know my 4 Fs. Find them, feel them, F them, and forget them. So I'm ready to date. Let's go, honey. That's going to happen to you inside of 10 minutes.
Juliet, when you look at Howard, do you see like a good-looking guy, or do you see a guy that could plug your magazine for the next month and a half?
Yeah. Do you love me or do you love my show? I need to know.
I go for personality, so I don't know. I don't really.
I have a bad one.
You're not really bowled over by the personality you've seen.
No, I think you're hilarious.
Oh, you like that?
Does that translate to like liking a guy?
I'm hearing a butt though. I don't think you're going to want me.
There's a qualifier, yeah.
No, come on. It's okay.
Probably got a girlfriend or something.
Have you ever dated a guy that looked like Howard?
Nobody looks like Howard.
There's nobody on the planet that looks like me. Can you get past my looks is what we're trying to ask you.
You should see some of the guys I've dated.
Oh, really? A real mess, huh?
Yeah, but I'm not saying that you're.
Yeah, right. You think you're gross, you should see some of the guys. Juliet, maybe, but let me ask you a favor, okay? Because I'm recently separated. Would you sit on my lap so I could see how it feels to be with you? I could test you out a little bit? Take you for a ride? Is that all right? No?
Oh, what a rude.
Oh, man, give me a break.
Howard, you know what I think's going on?
What if I put a bag over my head?
Howard, you know what I
You're
think's
saying
going on?
maybe after the show you would let me test you out?
Maybe.
Yeah, all right. I'll take you for a test drive. If I like it, I'll buy.
You know what I think might be going on?
Yeah.
The looks thing doesn't seem to bother her too much, and of course she's got the lesbian thing going on. That's tough.
Right.
But is the age thing bothering you?
Maybe the age. Maybe I'm too old for you.
She's got a girlfriend.
You like older men?
Yeah.
You do? Well, I seem to fit all the prerequisites, don't I?
Yeah. What is it what's the thing that's bothering you?
I think
What's the problem?
I think she wants to have some privacy with me and, treat it
A
seriously.
little too public? Is that what it is?
It's too public?
Yeah.
Our romance is too public already? Would you like a private
We're
romance?
not saying that this is, you have to go on a date. We're just saying theoretically, would you go on a date with him?
In theory.
It depends. I mean,
Depends on what? That's what we're
It
in.
depends on how you ask.
Based on wait a second. Based
How
on
I ask you.
Based on everything.
I'm going to say, hey, honey, let's go.
How do you like to be asked? He'll do just that.
Yeah, tell me what to do.
But based on what you've seen,
You know what the problem is? I have a penis.
Yeah, based on what you've seen so far, how's it going? I mean, theoretically, based on what you've seen.
Do you want to know more?
Here's what you want. You ready? Watch. Juliet, I've been in a long-term relationship, and I haven't dated. And I just want to say I find you very attractive. And I know that, I mean, I don't know what was true on the show, if you like men, if you like women. I don't even know. But I need to know. I really find myself very attracted to you. And I'm just wondering if I could have the honor of taking you to dinner and... Shh. Hi, Jackie. If I could just have the honor of taking you to dinner and maybe we could get to know each other. Would that be possible?
Look at that body English, Howard.
She's saying no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you ask me like that, then definitely.
Then you would go with me.
Yeah.
I see. How about if I ask you like this? Look, honey, I need to get my rocks off. And you're in a magazine naked.
doing?
Yeah. And I don't know about you. You must be pretty horny too. You haven't had any meat in a long time. All right. Listen, Juliet, you're a very beautiful woman. Thank you. John's puzzled.
Well, I just think that, you could